Howdy partners, and welcome to Fredericksburg, Texas. And here today for you I have 6 things that you're going to need to know before planning to come on your visit over to Fredericksburg, Texas. And the first thing that you need to know is that this is in the Texas Hill Country. And so whenever you're in the Texas Hill Country is a magical place in the world, as those of us who have lived there or from there call it. And you can see essentially just large, giant expanses of humanless population, and it's absolutely beautiful and serene is the point. You won't be running into a ton of people necessarily. Obviously, you're not at a city or urban center, so you can enjoy tons of scenic views, country drives, have a really great time with that in the rolling landscape and the oak trees and small pines and critters and all that great stuff. So definitely don't miss out on that, but do understand when you're coming here a little bit about what that means for your visit, right? Which leads into the number 2 thing that you need to know before coming to visit Fredericksburg is that you have to come and see Enchanted Rock. If you've never heard of Enchanted Rock before, it is the giant rock hill nearby Fredericksburg that is all pink rock as the number 1 thing that it's known for. It's absolutely beautiful to see. As you can see right here, we actually attempted to get out there and film this from the top of Enchanted Rock. Ran into a couple issues around tons of wind up there on top of 300 or 400 foot high structure, and also there was a wedding ceremony that was going past us, so I just called it a day and said cut and figured we'd give it to you here from our Airbnb. Look a little bourgeois with our fireplace going, but it's really nice and acoustically is clutch. But do go check out Enchanted Rock. Mind you, whenever you're on the way up there, I would rate it a little bit more difficult than a normal hike in the park that you might have. Not exactly an extremely difficult climb though. I would say 4 out of 10. Anissa agrees. And so you can see a little video of us trying to make it up there as well. It is absolutely gorgeous once you get up there. The views go on for just miles and miles and miles of the rolling landscape like I spoke about before. So definitely something I'd recommend checking out, and the number 2 thing you need to know before coming to Fredericksburg, Texas. And so the number 3 thing you need to know before planning your trip over here to Fredericksburg, Texas is that this is the original OG bed and breakfast town. So way before Airbnb became a giant thing and you're able to find these B&Bs everywhere, the original name of bed and breakfast, this is a place that everybody would go in the South Texas and southern region here of around San Antonio, Austin area, right? This is where you come out to looking for a nice bed and breakfast. You're still going to be able to find predominantly not places that look like this one, right? But you're talking about more cozy, cottage-like, real rustic feeling to it, bed and breakfast, where actually several of them will feed you breakfast, right? And have somebody there to wait on you and make you feel really, really at home, like somebody is there taking care of you along the way for your vacation experience or whatever you're doing over here in Fredericksburg. My personal biggest recommendation is one called the Carriage House. I know we've been there a few times. And they leave you little cookies on the way in, give you breakfast in town for free as part of the price you pay for admission. But you can find a lot of other places similar to that have that nice cozy feeling to them, and to guarantee you'll have a great time. But do know that before planning your trip over here to Fredericksburg, so you can be sure to stay in a traditional bed and breakfast and learn what that's really all about. The number 4 thing you need to know before you head out here to Fredericksburg, Texas, is that it is a very old German town. And by an old German town, I mean there are about 10,000 people on the census that live here as of 2010, and there are a lot of German folks here and a lot of old German heritage. You're going to find they go really big for things like Oktoberfest, which is actually just in a couple days from when we're filming this right now. Wurstfest, Sausage Fest, Opa's is here, they're a very famous sausage maker. You're going to see German flags all over town. It's a really cool environment to be able to see that subsect of Texas culture, because there is so much immigration over from Germany to this central and south Texas area at one point. and it's interesting to see that still alive and well here in Fredericksburg, Texas. A lot of things that you'll see here that are unique, that are similar to Germany, such as you can take your alcohol walking around if you want. You're going to have lots of pride in the German flags, traditional German breakfast and lunch and dinner places as well. We have ones that we recommend. I'll have that link down in the description below. Something that you should know when you are eating at these places, the ones downstairs tend to be the most exciting thing. And with that, the number 5 thing you need to know before you come here to Fredericksburg, Texas, is about the food and drinking scene here in Fredericksburg. It's very unique, like I said, related to some of the German foods that you'll have, but there's also a fine dining scene as well, with really nice, even traditional French cuisine that you can find here. That's absolutely superb. We can link that in the description below as well for you. But it's a unique place. You'll never find a schnitzel in your hometown better than what they'll be able to cook up for you here. Your bratwurst, your currywurst, this is going to be the place that you want to have it. So whenever you're here and you're getting your strudel, right, and you're getting your old German bakery, just know not to skip out on that for some other food options, just so as you might see what's convenient. There's stuff all the way up and down Main Street, as it's still built like an old town style, predominantly around one main road in the old historic district. So don't miss out on that kind of food. It's absolutely delicious. I come here all the time with Anissa, and we have a fantastic time, and I just gorge down on German food until I can barely even walk around. So it's one of my favorite parts of being here, and I'm sure it'll be one of yours as well. And it's definitely something that you should know before coming. Also with that, this is considered the Vineyard Center of Texas. And so there are tons and tons and tons and tons of different wineries all the way around Fredericksburg for you to check out as well. And make sure that if you'd like to make that part of your trip that you do. And so that leads us into finally the number 6 thing that you're going to need to know before coming here to Fredericksburg, Texas. And that is just how welcoming all the people are here. I know that some of y'all might hear it's a country place. There are only a few thousand people that live here. It's very traditional, right, and traditional German in nature, but you cannot miss out on how friendly all the people who live here are and how much they welcome your tourism and welcome you coming over to their city. You're going to see signs that say Willkommen, which means welcome in German, all over the place through town, and I'd really say that the people here live by it. You're getting to get that friendly southern comfort here, just like you do throughout most of South Texas, just with a unique, obviously, Fredericksburg twist to it. So everybody's going to be really happy to have you out here, and they're going to be hosting you and making you feel great and have just a really great time embracing all the things that Fredericksburg has to offer. So feel really, really comfortable. If you need to ask somebody where something is, go ahead and ask. They'll go the extra mile for you by far. Nobody will give you a short answer. They'll make sure you get to what you're looking for, or they'll get to where you're going, right? Or they'll give you suggestions and take time out of their day to help you with that. So that's something that in the number 6 thing, and maybe one of the most important things to know before you come here to Fredericksburg, is you're going to feel very, very welcome. And so with that, guys, that should have you set up to come and visit Fredericksburg, Texas. I've been here more times than I can count, and I keep on coming back. So it's a really great place to get away for a few days or even a few weeks. You know, you're always going to have a couple things to do in a really relaxing, laid-back, stress-free environment. And so remember, if you like that, feel free to hit a like and subscribe below. And I'd love to hear in the comments section if you've ever been to Fredericksburg or have any questions or comments related to it. Please drop that as well. Feel free to check out a video here or here if you like this content, and we'll see you in the next video, partners.